Hey guys, what's up? I'm sorry about the lighting situation. My other light that I use in my videos went out. And I don't have time to go get another bulb, so I'm kind of stuck using the one I'm using right now. So tonight's movie is a shot-on-video, low-budget exploitation splatter film from 1988, and tonight's movie is Cannibal Campout. Now you might be wondering, why am I reviewing a movie called Cannibal Campout and holding this big-ass box for a movie called The Basement? Well, the thing is, Camp Motion Pictures, who put out Night Terrors, which is a film I reviewed a few months ago that I really liked, and they also put out Video Violence, which I really liked. They put out this set, and this set is called The Basement Lost 80s Horror Collection. And this movie contains the lost Super 8 film, The Basement, on VHS and DVD, so that's why it's a big box to fit the VHS and the DVD, but it also contains Video Violence 1 and 2, Cannibal Campout, and Captives. So it's this 5-movie set for like 20 bucks, and I would definitely say it's well worth it. But tonight we're reviewing one of the movies on the set that I've wanted to check out for a pretty decent amount of time, Cannibal Campout. And Cannibal Campout has to do with a group of teenagers that go out camping, a group of 4 teenagers who go out camping in the woods, and they're attacked by mutant cannibals. And it's like low budget, shot on VHS camera, like B movie. So I'm hoping that this will be as good as like Prometheus the Fallen Angel was, or as good as Video Violence was. But the only way I'm gonna find out is if I sit back and I push play. So without further ado, let's check out Cannibal Campout. Okay, so I think I fixed the lighting situation for now. So this movie starts out with a title screen claiming that this film is based on a true story, and that the only reason it's like apparently the only reason that this movie is like cheesy is to like hide the, I don't know, something with the people's real names or something. Anyway, it's a bunch of bullshit, and it's similar to the intro to Blood Cult, which is another shot-on-video horror film, which is actually, I did some research on this last night, it's actually the first film to be released, like, direct-to-video. It's one of the first films to be released direct-to-video, so that's actually really interesting. But the film itself just sucks. So then we're looking at someone's house, and this stereotypical like 80s horror jogger decides to go for a jog, and some 80s like electronic music plays. And she's barely even jogging. Like, I don't even think what she's doing is classified as jogging. Suddenly a guy jumps out at her and it jumps out at her to ask her a question. Get it? Axe? Yeah, no, he kills her with an axe. So now we're at this high school, or maybe it's a college, and they're planning on going out camping for this weekend. And as soon as one of the main characters says, "This is gonna be a weekend we'll never forget," this music that's at least trying to be creepy starts playing, and then we get this cheesy title card that says Cannibal Campout. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that made me laugh legitimately. So they're on their way to the camp. So they're on their way to the woods, like they're just going to some specific small town, to a specific area of wood of the forest for no reason. You know, they don't give a reason why. And we get this, like, sing-along. They're having a sing-along in the car, and they're telling jokes. And then this guy tells a dead baby joke. And I'll be 100% honest, it shocked me, because I've heard the joke before, but it was the last thing I expected from a like 80s cheesy slasher flick was a dead baby joke. That's one of the last things I expected to hear come out of any of the characters' mouths. Alright, it's another shot-on-video, low-budget film, so as always, acting, writing, and characters are absolutely fucking worthless in this film. The acting is hilariously bad. The characters are goofy and stupid. The effects are probably the shining star of this film. They're actually kind of good, but they're also kind of bad. They're that right mix between good and bad that makes you love them even more. I mean, I'm talking about, you know, love them even more if you're a fan of like a low-budget horror. The camera work is good for shot-on-video standards, and the music is also pretty good. The sound mix is also really good, again, for shot-on-video standards. You can actually tell what people are saying at times. The picture quality is bad, though. Although this is a shot-on-video film, I can forgive it at least. The film obviously has that kind of gritty, grimy, like shot-on-video VHS kind of, you know, 80s horror look to it, which I honestly have a love for. I love it when I don't always love it when films look like that, but when films do look like that, it just gives the film a right feel, and it makes me enjoy it so much more than I would if I were watching it in like HD without any of this, you know, just without the kind of like grainy, grimy look. The pacing in this movie is also kind of okay. I really don't have many complaints other than the fact that the dialogue is just so terrible, and I wish there was more like weird, random, terrible dialogue like in Things. And this film could have been gorier, but that's just my personal preference. It's entertaining for what it is, and it's never boring. At least I didn't get bored watching it. You know, it doesn't try to be something it isn't. It knows that it is a low-budget, stupid splatter fest. On the gore meter from 1 to 10, 1 being something like Nosferatu and 10 being something like Brain Dead, Cannibal Campout is probably about a 6, maybe, or a 5.5. I'd definitely say probably it's a 5.5. There's a lot of like decapitation and like heads getting cut off, limbs getting cut off, stuff like that. You know, your typical kind of shot-on-video horror stuff. I'd definitely say it's about as violent as like maybe video violence, maybe a little more. But all in all, I still really dig this film. I like this film for what it is. And I mean, I definitely give it a solid recommendation if you're looking for some really cheesy, like just shot-on-video trash to watch. I mean, this is definitely one I could suggest. And I mean, as of now, out of this box set that I bought, I've watched 2 of the movies, and 2 out of the 5 so far I've liked. So so far it's going good. Let's hope that it continues to go good. Anyway, I'd probably have to give it a 4 out of 5, 8 out of 10, maybe a 7 out of 10, I don't know, somewhere in that range. But yeah, you know. So anyway, guys, if you liked the video, like my channel, be sure to like this video, favorite it, whatever you want, and maybe subscribe perhaps. I would really, really appreciate that. And check the links in the description below. There are links to things like my Tumblr, Twitter, all that, Facebook. All that is in the description below. Hey there, kids. Do you want to get cool stuff in the mail like this? Or this? Or even this? Well then subscribe to Horror Block today. Have you ever wanted to do cool cosplays like this? Or even this? Well, now you can. Subscribe to Moonchild Cosplay on YouTube, and you can see all her tutorials on how to do cool stuff like this. Do you want to get cool horror and exploitation film t-shirts like this? Or this? Or this? Well, then go to RottenCotton.com to check out all of their premium t-shirts.